Welcome to this video in the series on writing academic papers in English language journals. This video is about the abstract and keywords in your paper. The video presentation is written and presented by myself, Ajit Roy, of the Naresuan University Graduate School. Why is the abstract important? Well, as I introduced in a previous video, we look at the stream of ideas running through your paper and the idea that focus is important. You are focusing on a particular idea on a particular topic. That has been introduced in the title, and now in the abstract we develop that focus. We expand on the focus. So the importance of the abstract, first of all, it's always required. Secondly, it's published in online indexes together with the title. It must be written to attract the attention of interested readers. It gives the reader enough information for them to decide if they want to read your paper further. Often people just look at the abstract, make their decision as to whether your paper would be interesting or not, and maybe turn away. So what is an abstract? It is a brief summary of specified word limit of the content of the manuscript. It should provide the highlights from the introduction, methods, results, discussion, and conclusions. A well-written abstract will make the reader want to learn more about your research, read your paper, or attend your presentation. So how long is an abstract? This is an important question as well. Generally, abstracts are limited to 200 to 300 words, sometimes as little as 100 or 150 words. But the exact word limit will be stated by the publication, conference or organisation requesting the abstract. And you must adhere to their maximum word limit requirements. Masters and PhD theses and dissertations usually have longer abstracts. So the abstract is like any thumbnail picture, and it must make sense when read in isolation for those who read only the abstract. This is especially important given that many potential readers only retrieve the abstract. Therefore, it must be minimally complete in the information given. An example of minimally complete: the results of the second test were significantly higher than those of the first test. The reader is now under no misapprehension or misunderstanding about that result. You would not provide all of the statistics to support this statement. Leave that to your discussion. That is what we mean by minimally complete. The fewer words, or the fewest words possible for the maximum amount of information. The abstract is usually written as 1 or 2 paragraphs. The choice of words should be simple, jargon avoided, abbreviations and acronyms omitted, except for standard units of measurement and statistical terms. Citations are not usually included in the abstract. A clear abstract provides just enough detail to demonstrate that the study was useful, that the design of the study was good, and that the evidence supporting the results of the study is strong. Here are 2 abstracts, one from a scientific paper, one from another non-scientific paper. If we look more closely at the scientific paper abstract, we see the format of it is quite strict and rigid and is in a particular way. And the abstract contains the number of headings with a brief statement of text next to the heading. The background of the study, the objectives of the study, the design, the methods, the results, the limitations, and the conclusions. If you were to submit a paper to this particular journal, they would require you to present your abstract in this way. Let's have a look at an abstract example. The following abstract was for a paper entitled Running on Empty: The Effects of Food Deprivation on Concentration and Perseverance. This is a model paper used by a particular source of information on writing papers. Now, to demonstrate the essential aspects of a good journal paper, here is the abstract. It's 124 words long. I want to analyse this very briefly. This study examined the effects of short-term food deprivation on two cognitive abilities: concentration and perseverance. That tells me exactly what the paper is about. The sample for undergraduate students, N equals 51. So presumably that means 51 undergraduate students participated in the study. And they were tested on both a concentration task and a perseverance task after 1 of 3 levels of food deprivation. That tells me basically the method that was used in the study. Here is what is essentially the hypothesis, or the research question if you like, that they stated as a prediction. We predicted that food deprivation would impair both concentration scores and perseverance time. And here are the results. Food deprivation had no significant effect, which is consistent with recent research on the effects of food deprivation, and 2 papers are cited. Now, the reason they're cited is because they were considered to be seminal, authoritative, original papers. Normally, you would not include citations. But then there's a slight bit of discussion. However, participants in the 12-hour deprivation group, they spent significantly less time, and so on. So in 124 words, the reason for the study, or what the study was about, the sample, the method, the results, and some discussion are presented in the abstract. I would like you to then have a bit of a self-test. If you were looking for information about your research on the internet, would the title and abstract together make you want to know more about the research? This is your paper. You have written the title, you have written an abstract. Would that title and abstract together make you want to know more about the research? Would you be able to reference this research usefully in your own work from the information given in the abstract alone? And I'd like to add just a very few words about keywords, which continues the focus stream. Keywords are a tool to help indexes and search engines find relevant papers. If database search engines can find your journal manuscript, readers will be able to find it too. This will increase the number of people reading your manuscript and likely to lead to more citations. However, to be effective, keywords must be chosen carefully. They should represent the content of your manuscript and be specific to your field or subfield. Your paper should list at least 5 keywords. More than 5 might be requested by your target journal. A quick word on keywords. Keywords must be chosen carefully. Keywords such as people, students, population, these are useless. These are not keywords that would find your paper particularly. Ask yourself, if you are an educationalist and you want to have information on students, would you just want to look for students? Or would you want to look for particular types of students? So a keyword might be computer science students. This is an important problem. Do not use keywords that are so general and so broad that they will return millions of articles for your interest, most of which would have nothing to do with what you really want to see. Thank you very much. Thank you for viewing this video. You can download the PowerPoint slides for further study, and then you can go on to view the video on writing the conclusion. Thank you.